Okay. Now, you must have a millionaire mindset to accept the fact that you need to have many ways of accepting the cash. You must have a millionaire mindset, because if I buy ice cream from you and you only accept GCash, but my GCash is empty, or I don't have GCash, and you don't want me to send you money through BDO or BBI or some other thing, what has happened? You let the money stop. You let the money stop. So the very first and most important is the millionaire mindset, because that will open up your mind to accept the cash. Yes, you have a GCash. Yes, teenagers have GCash. But if they don't have the millionaire mindset, the GCash is only used for spending and not for accepting money. Can you type it in your chat? Say, I accept money through my GCash. Now, if you're Filipino, you know what I mean. If you're not Filipino, that's fine. Let's go through each one of these in detail. Okay? So I removed Facebook ads, Google ads here. I removed video from here because it's not essential. It's not essential. What? There are no ads? What? You're not going to make video? Of course, you may do that. It's not essential. These are the 5 elements you need to online sell. Okay? Maybe online market. However, it doesn't have to be by video. It doesn't have to be by Facebook ad. It doesn't have to be by Google ad. Those are like extra stuff, right? Remember, I did online marketing and online selling even before video was fast, and even before the invention of YouTube. So it's very possible, might seem impossible today, that you can sell without using video. Okay, so I'm just giving you the very basic things. Now, video comes and goes. No, video came into the picture because now there's fast internet. But even before, in the 1920s, the 1960s, you can still sell without using video. You can sell using letters. So these are the basic stuff you need. Okay, do online. You can add on the video and Facebook ads later. But if you have all the 5 first, remember, it's not the medium, the video, the Facebook ads, and the Google ads that matter. You know what matters in online selling? Repeat after me, please. Cash flow. Can you type it in? Cash flow. What's a cash flow? Oh, when money comes to you, and then it comes to you again, and then it comes to you again, and then it comes to you again. Give me someone who says, I have a video, and my video has 2 million subscribers. The question there is, does money flow to you? And he says, yes, Google ads pay me cash flow. So that matters. Okay, that matters. Not the video, the cash flow matters. Is there a person who doesn't have videos that has cash flow online? Online? Yes, there are. See, so video is not essential. It's a nice to have. No, maybe today it's essential, but there was once a time people were making millions of dollars online without having to use video. They use words. Words are powerful. Okay, let's proceed. These are essential. Now, millionaire mindset. How do you have a millionaire mindset? Well, let me go and peel this a little bit. Okay, one of the ways to become a millionaire, to have the millionaire mindset, is to actually spend time with millionaires, probably billionaires, probably multi-millionaires. Let me show you this poster. Zoom in. I want you to take a look at the guy, the youngest guy in the list of speakers in this event in 2016. That would be me, surrounded by billionaires and multimillionaires. Okay, so some of these people I've spent more than 10 years hanging out with them, talking to them, talking business with them. No, not just sitting with them and doing nothing. No, and so that's one way to have a millionaire mindset. Like, fill your, your friends, make your friends, or at least your close acquaintances, billionaires and multimillionaires. That's one way. Okay. So let's go deeper into this millionaire mindset. In a millionaire mindset, you need to have, inside it, it's called a marketing mindset. It's underneath that, no? Because, a marketing mindset is when you recognize how to market, and you also recognize what is a good way to market. Now, a lot of us, especially when I was starting, we would always think about, hey, that's a very catchy jingle from Jollibee. And of course, if I say that, I see a commercial in Jollibee on TV. If I say that, and I don't buy Jollibee after that, you know what that means? The catchy commercial is really bad because it did not make me buy. So the catchy commercial is just a catchy commercial. But Jollibee's goal is not just to, entertain me. Jollibee's goal is to make me buy. So marketing wise, that thing has failed. Yeah. That thing, that catchy commercial, it has failed. So when I was starting as an employee, I didn't know how to recognize what is good marketing. So as a beginner in online selling, you need to recognize what is good marketing, what is bad marketing. That makes a difference in you being able to sell a lot. Okay, let me just quickly clarify. Jomar, what is the difference between a marketing mindset and a selling mindset? Very big difference. Okay, you can think of it as this thing. You're going on a camp, magka-camping kayo, camping. Before you go camping, you will probably spend an entire evening looking at your stuff, and then I'm gonna bring this, I'm not gonna bring this, I'm gonna bring this, I'm not gonna bring this. Packing your stuff, packing your food, packing your equipment, making sure the tent has no holes and stuff like that. Is that what you call camping? No, it's called preparation, right? So when you prepare, that's not camping. When you're actually in the camp and you put in the tent and then you cook in the camp, that's camping. So that's those two different things is the difference between marketing and selling. What is marketing? The preparation. What is selling? The actual thing. Okay? Marketing is preparation. The selling, that's the camping. Okay? So that selling is when you're actually doing the sell, you're in front of a customer. Question, what are you going to say? Oh, you should have prepared for that. Yeah, so that's marketing. Okay, so if you want to get a millionaire mindset, make sure inside that you have a marketing mindset. Now, Jomar, what is this thing? Under the millionaire mindset, you must also have a business mindset. Jomar, what is that? Oh, that's easy. How many of you would like to be your own boss? Can you type 1111 if you want to be your own boss? Are you interested in that? Do you know who is the most cruel boss in the world? Can you give the name of the most cruel boss in the world? In every situation, who is the most cruel boss in the world? The boss who doesn't let you sleep. Who is that? Do you know who that is? Who is that? You are the worst boss in the world. Because if you are an employee today and you suddenly become your own boss, you have no idea what you're saying, because that's the business mindset. Kasi if you own the business, are you going to sleep? For example, you run a restaurant. The chief waiter did not show up. He's the only person who knows everything about the restaurant and serving food. What do? Then you become the waiter for a day or a night. Why? It's your restaurant. But it's my business. I can go to sleep, right? Yeah, but if the chief waiter is absent, you have no choice but to be cruel to yourself and then become the waiter for a day. So being your own boss is a very difficult thing, actually. It's more difficult than being an employee. So if you're an employee right now and you say, yeah, I want to be my own boss, I will suggest to give you a different story to say, because being your own boss is no fun. Okay, it's not fun. However, if you do have a business mindset, that's going to be great. Do you want to know why business mindset is better than being your own boss? When you type 1111, I want to know. Because the businessman's mindset should be, I am surrounded by really smart people. Yeah, yun ang businessman mindset. It's about. So the businessman says, I'm surrounded by really smart people. I hire really smart people. I'm surrounded by really good tools. Tools, apps, tools, a car is a tool, a fork is a tool, a stove is a tool. And if I can automate everything, I will automate everything. That's the business mindset that you're looking for. Why, Jomar? Because if you follow that kind of mindset, then you can take your vacations. No, somebody's absent, your business system, it's like a tool, an app, a procedure, a manual, is going to take care of that person who is absent. Your company will adjust if somebody's absent. For example, in my case, I used to have 10 virtual assistants. Now I have 0 virtual assistants, and I rely a lot on apps, tools, apps, apps. You know what an app is? Yes. So can I still have vacations? Yes. Yes, of course. I can have vacations. There's no change. There's no change between then I had 10 VAs, virtual assistants. Now I don't have virtual assistants. I still can do my vacations. Can I still do my life? Life. Remember that the reason why we live. Obviously, I can do my life because every morning I do not work. I wake up at 8. I end the morning without touching my computer or my phone, for that matter, or my tablet. Why? Because I want to. Business mindset, very important, right? Sales mindset, that's it. So what is sales mindset? This is because every great business, you're selling online, yeah? There should be a great salesman behind it. You know what I mean? Yes, gotta be a great salesman behind it. But Jomar, I'm not good at sales. Correct, me too. I'm bad at sales, The only thing I ever sold was tickets to opera, Phantom of the Opera. Literally, I was selling tickets for Phantom of the Opera. And I only sold it to my office mates because they know me. The tickets were expensive. I don't know, 3,000, 4,000. During that time, it was expensive. And I sold 10 tickets. And you should think I'm good, no? No, I'm not. Phantom of the Opera was very famous. So, sorry, I meant Les Miserables. I was selling Les Miserables tickets. It was very famous. I don't even have to sell it, okay? The people behind Les Miserables are good salesmen, okay? That's why if I just offer it, inalok ko lang sa mga tamang tao, they will buy. Now, a sales mindset is important in understanding that we are not that great at sales. Can you admit that to yourself? You can say you're good, but you're not great. You know what I mean? Because that kind of humility allows you to understand, oh, so I need to be like that. Oh, I need to be like that. One of the rules I got from having a sales mindset, this is still in the multimillionaire mindset, okay? One of the rules I got has something to do with clothes. If you ever see me outside for the last 14 years, if you see me outside of the house, I'm always wearing something with a collar. Even in the grocery, even during pandemic, you can never catch me with a t-shirt on. It's always with a collar. Why? That's a sales mindset. I never know who am I gonna see, who's gonna meet me. So I'm always prepared. Okay. Am I going to sell? No. What I've seen by people outside, even if you're selling online, my attitude is always being ready that in case they see me, they will see me as somebody worth it of the sales that will happen to us in the future. It's kind of complicated, but it's as simple as that. Think of me as thinking that I'm an actual salesman, though I'm not. I mean, I don't go out and knock on people's doors, but I still wear the part. Okay? Now, here are some questions you might be thinking about when it comes to online selling. Okay? And all of these questions are actually answered like 80% by the millionaire mindset. Okay? So let me just go through the questions. Okay? Now, how do you set up the brand, your brand? The answer is in marketing mindset. And the answer, I tackled this in about 3 sessions or 2 weeks worth of sessions with my group, the Asset Building Challenge. They are the first group I've ever taught from beginning to end how to brand. Okay. And it's like fast branding because everybody was a beginner anyway. So they're actually the second group I ever taught how to brand. The first one was my No Face group, my e-course group. And now this is the second group I taught. And you will be able to see the brands that they create. Next week, we will be showing you our special reports on the brands that they created. Okay, so I'm so excited for you guys to see that. Okay, so setting up the brand is not something I can tell you in one sentence. Okay, it's super long, and it involves hex codes, psychology, and that's why you need to have a marketing mindset, because that's required for setting up the brand. Number two, it's a question that you might have in mind. Should I set up my brand in Instagram or Facebook or somewhere else? Where should I go first? You know the answer to that? The answer to that is it depends. It really depends. Like, for example, I can actually teach you how to get thousands upon thousands of followers on Instagram without showing your face or without taking a picture. Done that 20 times already for clients. Taught them how to, become an Insta celebrity. Do you want to do it? So that's the question. Do you want to do that exercise? Now, do you just prefer to just, boost your post or run ads on Facebook? Then you can also do that. No, I will be doing the same exercise with my asset building challenge people in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, these guys will be running Facebook ads because that's an option that we can do right now. Especially now the Facebook is super aggressive in getting new advertisers. So I would be so my group, the Asset Building Challenge, will be one of the first people who will be taking advantage of that aggressiveness of Facebook. Okay, so it depends if you're gonna start there. How can you sell online if you don't really want to talk to people one-on-one? Is it possible? Yes, I've been doing this thing, selling online, since 2004. No, 2005. And for many of those instances, probably 95%, I didn't have to talk to the people. I didn't have to chat with them. They just purchased. And I'm talking low-end, high-end, middle-end sales prices. So not just the cheap ones, 499. I can also tell you about the really high ones, that less than 100K. And you don't really have to talk to people one-on-one for those kinds of things. It depends on how you set things up. Okay. And setting up is part of the business mindset and the marketing mindset. Okay. Here's another one. How do I deal with rejection? How do you do that? Well, I already gave you the answer in this slide. And the answer is you don't deal with rejection. You dismiss. You might be thinking of the word next, the great sales word, next. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, when you will have a business mindset, in your mind, you've set things up so that when there is somebody who doesn't like you, you never see them. Is that a good idea? Everybody who hates me, do not see me, and I don't see them. Is that okay? I think that's a great mindset to have. It's a sales mindset. It's a sales mindset. In the olden days, the sales mindset goes like this: next, next, next. Think of them, make the rejection make you strong, right? Right? Am I right? That's how we were taught in the olden days. Make the rejection make you strong. Well, in my mind, the rejection should not be there. You understand me? Because the way things are set up online today, 2022, you're not supposed to pay attention to the rejections because this is a really small number. I mean, on the screen, it's really tiny number. And everything you're looking at really is not a rejection, it's feedback. Especially if you go to the numbers of running ads and there's tons of rejection there. No, it's really just feedback. That's not a person rejecting you. It's a number of people that you have not reached. It's too low. That's why. That's why people are focused on rejection. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Because this is part of your sales mindset as well. Okay, there is a brand new way of dealing with rejection in 2022 because the systems allow you to dismiss the rejection. As long as you stop focusing on them, because you don't even know their names, these people. So anyway, so here's a great question. What should I sell if I'm a first timer, a newbie? What should you sell? And this question has something to do with what? The marketing mindset. Because you shouldn't be asking this question. You know what? Because as a newbie, you shouldn't sell. Newbies online should never sell. They should just, it starts with an S, ends with an E. They should just, you've heard this in church, serve. That's what newbies do. They serve. Oh, newbies also do L and N. They should also L and N. This is what newbies do. They listen and they serve. They do not sell. Because from your definition, nobody is following you. Yes. So if you're a newbie, you shouldn't be selling because nobody is going to buy from you. Yeah. Unless you just really want to have fun. That's one. That's a great, great mindset to have, the millionaire mindset. You're a newbie, you want to sell something just for fun. Okay, do it for fun. If you're serious about doing it for fun, you will probably make good money. Let me tell you, okay? Because that's how your mind becomes creative, okay? The mind becomes really, really creative because you're doing it for fun. And so you're not worried about, hey, will somebody reject me? Will somebody, will somebody say bad things about me and stuff like that? No, it's not. It's not going to be your concern because your concern is you said you want it to be fun, so it has to be fun. So it's a great mindset to have. It's a millionaire mindset, a multi-millionaire mindset. Okay. So how do you reach out to customers? Great question. First of all, they ain't customers. You know what? Customers are people who bought from you. Bumili na po sila. So they cannot be your customers because if they are already your customers, you probably should know who they are. They are called prospects. Okay. So the question is, how do you reach out to prospects? This is not the right time to ask this question. The right question to ask is, when do you reach out to customers? When? And sorry, it's not customers, it's prospects. The answer is now. Now, today, now, today. But Jomar, they're not yet customers. Correct. They are called prospects. When do you reach out to them? Today, tonight, an hour from now, right now. That's when you reach out. But what will I tell them? That's marketing mindset. Okay. Because you're not supposed to sell selling mindset to prospects, especially if you're a newbie. You need to just serve them and listen. Serve and listen. That's the marketing mindset. Okay. So Jomar, what are the technical tools I need to have, the technical skills I need to have, and the right tools you need to have? I will discuss in a bit the one technical tool you need to have, technical skill you need to have. Just only one technical skill, because most of it is mindset, the way of thinking, okay? And the right tools, I already discussed, there's only three right tools, three minimum right tools. So I'm gonna be discussing that today, okay? Jomar, what do I do? It seems that nobody is interested in whatever I'm selling right now. That's correct, because you're probably using a selling mindset, sell, 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 instead of a marketing mindset, which is planning out how to sell, planning out how to approach people. Okay. So when this happens, you're trying to sell and nobody seems to be interested. It means your listening is not enough. Your gathering of people is not enough. That's it. That's it. Okay. So, Jomar, how do I get repeat customers? Are you agreeing with these questions? By the way, if you have questions on your own and you like these kinds of questions, let me know in the chat. Okay. So how do I get repeat customers? Again, this is a marketing mindset because you have to prepare the so-called back end. Can you type it in the chat room? Back end. That's the system of getting people to buy again. You have to prepare that while you're trying to sell whatever it is. For example, we have here an author, no? So the author sells the book. Wrong. You don't do that. You prepare a second thing for the people buying the book to buy before you sell the book. What? Yes. You need to be preparing something else for people to buy, because after they buy the book, they are so excited to buy from you that if you offer them a second thing, they will probably buy it. At least 20% of those people who bought your book will probably buy the second thing you're offering them. But most people, most authors, do not even sell anything after they sell the book. And they're hoping that somebody will invite them to speak so that they can sell more books. But even if they sell more books in that place, they don't have any second, third, fourth, fifth thing to sell, so that they end up selling a 499 book or 1,000 peso book. And then they're sad because book sales are really low and book income is really, really low. I should know, I have a book. It's called virtual careers. I should know. But when I got my book, I already know that I must have a back end. Every time I type the word back end, the back end are this stuff you prepared so people can say yes to them after they bought your book. Okay. And most people don't really spend the time inventing the back end, thinking about the back end, listening for people to give them the back end, which is usually the case. No, I listen so that I can create the back end for people. Who do I listen to? The people I serve. I listen to them and I can feel their problem. I can hear their problem and I know the answer. And then I create something, a course, a book, a workbook, so that I can offer that to them to answer their problems after they have bought my first thing, like say my book or my webinar, this webinar. Okay. So at the end of this webinar, no, not then, in the middle of this webinar, you should expect me to be asking you to check out this course I've got. Yeah, because I know it will serve you. Yes. If I did not give you this course I've got inside this webinar that you're listening to, there's something wrong with me. You got me? You get me? Because I am not serving you enough. You understand me? Do you understand you understand where I'm coming from? Pala? Sorry, not getting. Where am I getting? Where am I coming from? I am, here's your millionaire mindset. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the millionaire mindset right now. And there's a lot of this stuff, okay? But this is one important thing. Okay? And when I say it, can you type it in? Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Can you type 1111 if you really want to know this millionaire mindset? Or I can skip over it so I don't have to tell you. Here's the millionaire. It's so easy. Can you type it in? Huh? I am obliged. Say it. I am obliged to give my maximum service and best solution to people who will listen. Check it out. I am obliged to give my maximum service and best solution to people who will listen. Think about that. Why am I obliged? Because if I am not obliged to do that, why am I talking to you about online selling, right? If I know the answer and I kept it to myself, something is wrong. Gets? If I know that many people are teaching online selling, but they're actually deceiving you, I'll tell you some asides. People are going to say, okay, online selling. In online selling, you need to buy $2,000 worth of Facebook ads every month. Yes? Is that a good thing? And you say, okay. And they show you these checks now. Oh, this is my sales. This is my sales. I made $300,000 in 1 month, even if I spent $2,000, blah, blah, blah. And then you believe them, right? Because they're showing you this money. But what they don't show you is that they spent 6 months paying $100,000 in ads because they made tons of mistakes. And you think